The doll from Miller House. When I was 17, me and my friend Caleb spent most weekends exploring abandoned places around our town in West Virginia. Old barns, empty schools, collapsed churches, typical small-town boredom. One night Caleb told me about an abandoned house near the woods outside town. Everyone called it Miller House. The place had been empty since the 90s after the family living there disappeared overnight. Nobody knew what happened to them, which obviously made us want to go there even more. Humanity sees a giant glowing sign saying, "Do not enter," and immediately starts planning a road trip. We drove there near sunset. The house sat alone at the end of an overgrown dirt road surrounded by dead trees and tall grass. Broken windows, rotting porch, dark, empty rooms visible through cracks in the walls. The place looked like it should have collapsed years ago. But when we stepped inside, everything felt strangely untouched. Dust covered everything, but furniture still stood in place. Family photos hung on walls. Old plates sat on the kitchen table, like the family had simply vanished in the middle of dinner. We explored downstairs first. Living room, kitchen, basement. Then Caleb found attic stairs hidden behind a hallway door. The attic smelled horrible. Rotting wood, dust, something wet underneath it. That's where we found the doll, sitting alone in a wooden chair near the back wall. Old porcelain face, long black hair, blue dress covered in dirt, one cracked eye staring toward the stairs. The thing looked unbelievably creepy. I immediately told Caleb not to touch it. He laughed and picked it up anyway. "Bro, this thing's definitely cursed." The second he lifted it, something slammed somewhere deeper inside the attic. Loud, heavy, like a door being kicked open. Both of us froze. Then another bang echoed through the house below us. Caleb stopped smiling immediately. We grabbed flashlights and looked around the attic. Nothing there. But the entire house suddenly felt different. Too quiet, like something was listening. We left the attic fast and headed outside. As we reached the front porch, we heard footsteps upstairs inside the house. Slow, heavy footsteps moving across the attic floor. Neither of us stopped running after that. On the drive back, things started getting weird. The radio kept cutting out. Streetlights flickered when we passed beneath them. Then Caleb suddenly looked at the doll sitting in the back seat. "Did you move it?" I looked back. The doll faced forward now, directly toward us. I swear earlier it had been facing the window. I told Caleb to stop screwing around, but he looked genuinely uncomfortable. When we reached town, he still took the doll home. Worst mistake possible. The next morning, Caleb called me sounding terrified. He said he woke up during the night and found the doll sitting outside his bedroom door. He swore he left it downstairs before sleeping. I told him someone probably moved it. Then he reminded me he lived alone. That night, we decided to get rid of it. We drove deep into the woods outside town and threw the doll into an old river beneath a bridge. We watched it sink underwater ourselves. For a few days, everything felt normal again. Then Caleb disappeared. No warning, no message, nothing. His truck was later found abandoned near Miller House. Driver door open, keys still inside. Police searched the woods for weeks but never found him. About a month later, I went back to Miller House alone. I still don't know why. Maybe guilt, maybe curiosity. The house looked worse than before. More broken windows, front door hanging open. Inside, everything was silent, until I heard movement upstairs. Slow footsteps coming from the attic. I climbed the stairs carefully with my flashlight shaking in my hand. The attic chair still sat near the back wall, and the doll was there again, sitting exactly where we first found it. But now something stood behind the chair in darkness. Tall, motionless. At first I thought it was a shadow. Then my flashlight illuminated part of its face, and I realized it was Caleb, or at least something pretending to look like him. His skin looked pale. His smile stretched too wide across his face. And standing beside him in darkness were more dolls staring directly at me.